Good evening. Can you hear me? I don't know. It sounds weird. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Okay. Um, I just wanted to say a few words before we get started. First of all, thank you all for coming out tonight as we recognize all the accomplishments of the kiddos here. And then secondly, I wanted to say thank you to all the mamas that bring their kids to the co-op, that are getting everything ready. Um, just without your dedication, this wouldn't be what it is. We wouldn't have had this for 6 years now and going. Um, I know my kids personally, they look forward to it each and every meeting, and we can't wait for fall. So, moving on, I think it's Casey's turn now.
Good evening. I'm Casey Brown. I led our pre-K 1 class this year along with Michelle Post and Becky Johnson. Becky couldn't be here tonight. We had 5 students aging from 18 months to 3 years. My goal for this class was to be very hands-on, multisensory fun. We did just that. The students spent their time working with different things to craft their own art. Even at this age, they came to class so excited to work. We also read books, planted flowers, had a few parties, and used Play-Doh to spell their names at the end of each class. I think one of their favorite activities was our Hungry Caterpillar sensory bin on Book Character Day. We put together a few certificates for each student to highlight something about them for our class this year. The first student was always happy, did great work, and had such a sweet personality. The Cool and Kind Award goes to Jet Sequins. Okay, this student always had very creative artwork, and it was fun to see what he would make each week. The Awesome Artist Award goes to Simon Post. Her son. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this student had the sweetest smile and would just light up the room with her happy personality. The Sunny Smile Award goes to Annabelle Gray. This student loved to make her crafts each week and was always very focused on her work. The Wonderful Worker Award goes to Maggie Cunningham. They are the sweetest group of kids, and they're all mine. Last but not least, this student was good at everything she did and did not need much instruction on her work at all. The Future Teacher Award goes to Anna Capri Posey. See, she came up here all by herself. Thank you.
I taught the preschool 2 class again this year. And these are my helpers, Naomi Holloway. She's from the Rockmart congregation, and Catherine Phillips from the Hiram Church. We had 9 students. I think we only had a handful of times when all of them were there at the same time. But we had 9 students that were anywhere from 3 to 4, I guess, 3 and 4-year-olds. And each month we focused on different themes. So we started off the year learning about me, not me, them. But we called it All About Me. And we would talk about things that they liked and things that they disliked and just different things to learn about each other in our class. 1 month we talked about nutrition. 1 month we talked about emotions. 1 month we focused on Eric Carle books. Another month we focused on planets. These are not just any average preschoolers. Ask any of them what the bacon planet is, and they should be able to tell you there's a bacon planet. So anyways, those are just to name a few, but we do have a display in the fellowship hall with some of our work from this year. And parents, if you see something over there with your child's name on it, I believe there's 2 or 3 things that have your child's name on it. Take those with you tonight. Those I just held back for display purposes. Okay, so let's get on to our awards. The first award, I don't believe she's here, but we had a family that came to us this year, about halfway through the year, from the Rose Hill congregation. They had moved here from out of state, and they joined us for co-op. But their daughter, Greta, will receive the Most Likely to Become a Teacher award. So Casey, we had one of those in our class too. And then our next award, he's not here tonight either, but this one goes to Dallin Tyson, and he is going to get the Most Likely to Walk Out of Class award. You can ask us how we know that. The next award, we decided this one when we talked. This one is called the Most Likely to Answer Everything Quickly award. Because this student, anytime we asked a question in class, he was on it and he knew the answer and would answer right away. So the Most Likely to Answer Everything Quickly award goes to Sidon Posey. Yeah, go ahead. And each of you are also getting a little gift from us tonight. It's some sidewalk chalk for you to enjoy this summer. Okay. The next award, he's not here tonight either. Their family had something else going on, but Jude Pope was one of the youngest ones in our class this year. And we decided to give him the Mr. Sunshine Award because he was just a ray of sunshine every time. Very sweet to be around. Our next award, Most Likely to Be Silent. And I think I could give one of these out every year. But this year, this award goes to Alora Phillips. Maybe. All right, and our next award, the Johnson family, the other Johnson family is what we call them. They're not here this evening, but their daughter Michaela was in our class, and we are giving her the Most Likely to Pick Her Other Preschool award because she did attend another preschool a couple of days a week, and sometimes she would tell her mommy that she wanted to go there instead of come to co-op. So we decided that that was going to be her award this year. All right, the next award is going to Mr. Meticulous, and this child was always the last one to finish his work in class, but not because he wasn't on task. He was very much on task, and he had to finish exactly the way that we told him to finish. Otherwise, it wasn't right. So Mr. Meticulous goes to Abram Gray. Okay, and our next award, this is another funny one. Most likely to stand in a chair goes to Towns Etheridge. Okay, and our last one for our student awards, this one is going to a child who, no matter what the task was, if she was getting in the least bit dirty, we had to stop and clean up. We had to have a wipe, we had to have a tissue or a paper towel or something to clean her up. Our last class, we let the kids have cupcakes. It was our end of the year party. And in between every bite of her cupcake, she would have to wipe her hands off. And then she'd take another bite and she'd have to wipe her hands off. So the Cleanliness Queen Award goes to Ava Brown. And I do have a couple of additional awards if you all will indulge me for a moment. So this year was Catherine's first year to work with us here at Co-op. And so she is receiving from me, and I want this in a frame in your house, the Rookie of the Year Award. And Naomi has been my helper for several years now, so she and I have gotten to know each other very well. And every time we're in class, she's in the corner freezing, and I'm in another corner fanning myself because I'm burning up. Your hands are freezing. So Naomi is getting from me the most likely to be freezing in class award. And then I have one additional award. This is a teacher thing, I guess. There were several times this year where I had to text Angela after I had started my class to say that I had forgotten something that I needed for a project that day. And so every time she would send the same person to my class to deliver whatever it was. She just so happens to be my child. But this person is getting the Best Student to Bring Missing Supplies to the Preschool 2 Class Award, Emma Johnson.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley Sequins. We had the kindergarten class and Lydia Stubblefield was the teacher, but she's not here. I was a helper. Sarah Barber was a helper, but she's not here either. So I'm flying solo tonight. Y'all bear with me. Everybody went over their goals for the class. I didn't really think about that a whole lot, but we read a lot of books and we did a lot of crafts. We played games. We spent some time outside, and we also had some parties in the class as well. And I think the favorites of the students was spending time outside. We went on a nature walk one time. Everybody loved that. And then also the parties. So the first award, this student was always so sweet and thoughtful, and she always thought about making something for her brother. So most thoughtful sister goes to Cheyenne Post. This next student was super sweet. She has the sweetest personality. She's very talkative, and Miss Congeniality goes to Emma Stewart. This next student was a great listener. She's always worked quietly on the projects we were working on, and she is a great artist. She always took the time to work on all the crafts we were working on. And this award is Most Diligent Artist, and that goes to Adalou Gray. This student is super laid back, easygoing. She's Miss Go with the Flow, and this award is Miss Easygoing, and that goes to Penny Etheridge. Our last award, he was always very excited about everything, had a lot to say, very talkative. So the most enthusiastic student award goes to Asher Phillips.
Okay. This year, I got to work with Nikki Pope, and we had the first and second grade class. And we did like a crafting through literature class, which was where we would read a book, and then we would do a craft that went along with the book. And we had a lot of fun. The kids seemed to really enjoy it. And I had an awesome group of kids this year. They were so much fun, and I loved being their teacher. We had 7 in our class, but we have a few that couldn't be here tonight, so we actually only have 4 awards to give out. So the first award, this award goes to a student who is like a master at crafts. Because it was a crafting class, we did a lot of crafts, and you give this kid a glue stick or some pipe cleaners, and she's gonna make like magic happen. If y'all know Casey Brown at all, then you know that this child gets her craftiness. You know where she gets her skills from. So the Crafting Queen Award goes to Chloe Brown. Okay. Our next award goes to a student who was always willing to help out. Anytime I needed anything, and you know, when you do crafts, you need lots of things, lots of the time, lots of materials that go into that kind of class. And if I would forget something or needed to grab something from the resource room or another teacher, she was always the first one to jump out of her seat and want to go run and help me. So the Helping Hands Award goes to Lily Cunningham. All right. This next award goes to a student that if you know this kid, then you love this kid. He has like one of the most chill, laid back personalities that I know. I don't know if his parents feel this way, but his vibes are just like, yeah, they're awesome. He's so sweet to all of his friends. He's so sweet to his teachers. He's very respectful. So the Sweetest Spirit Award goes to Arthur Gray. Okay, we have one more award to give out tonight. Our last award, this goes to a student who is a natural-born artist. Whenever we would craft, she was a perfectionist and made sure that everything was done exactly how she thought it needed to be done, and she would not quit until it was perfect. In fact, she took one of her crafts home with her because it wasn't done, and she had to finish it, which I get, but she's definitely an artist and definitely has talent. So our Budding Artist Award goes to Emma Brown. And that's all I have.
All right. I
was the teacher for our 3rd through 5th class. We did botany this year. And this was my assistant, Melissa Ward. Sorry. We studied plants this year in our botany class. We did everything. We studied everything that had to do with that. We planted, we drew plants and labeled them. We played games, partied, had nature walks, and did a few nature crafts. In the fellowship hall, they have their notebooks and their crafts that they created during this year in the fellowship hall. And also, I have little plants to give to each of the students. They're all labeled, so pick those up on your way out. And we're gonna start with our awards. So this student always had a lot of friends and enjoyed making them happy, trying to make them happy, I guess. This award goes to, this is the Friendly Award, and this goes to Daisy Cunningham. So our next student, it was a playful, enjoyed being in class and having fun, and he gets the Playful Award, which goes to Elias Holloway. Our next award is the Bride Award. This student really enjoyed sharing facts and being engaged in class, and this student gets the Bride Award, goes to Abby Johnson. All right, the next award is a student in my class who was always helpful, mainly because she was my daughter and was very helpful in and out of class. So this award goes to Sadie Stewart. You get the Responsible Award. All right, so this one has a story behind it. We had a student in class that liked to initiate setting things on fire.
Not literally.
Not literally. Instead, they would make their drawings, and Liz was good at encouraging them to draw their art or their flower or whatever it is we were drawing in class, and then they would set it on fire, which was coloring it with red all over it. And then all the boys joined in. So this is the On Fire for Learning Award, and this goes to Isaac Holloway. All right, and this one also has a story. We have, at the beginning of the year, I encouraged them to take home a plant and try to take care of it and report back to me like how it went. And I told them there might be an award for this at the end of the year. Well, there were 2 students in particular that did exactly what I asked them to do. So these 2 students will get the Mr. and Mrs. Botany Award. And he's not here tonight, but I wanted to go ahead and share this. This is for Asher Atkins gets the Mr. Botany Award. And the Mrs. Botany Award goes to June Etheridge. And then we had 2 more awards I'm going to share. They're not here tonight. Paul Stubblefield had the Patient Award because he was always there just ready to do whatever he had to do, and he was patient waiting on everybody else, and sometimes was overlooked because he didn't say anything, so he was very patient. And then Robert Stubblefield got the Outgoing Award because he was very outgoing in class and enjoyed talking.
We had the middle and high school class, and there were, give and take, 12 students. So I won't do all the awards because they're not all here. We did a continuation of the science class that we started last year. So we finished that up this year. And basically we learned about a scientist, their personal history, what they were known for, and then did an experiment based on that. And we learned that, in life, things don't always work out because our experiments had a success rate of about 25%. But they were fun. Okay, so our first award is eager to participate. This person was always just willing to do whatever, but always did it with a smile and looked really interested the entire time we were doing anything. And that is Phillip Ward. And this person, I think, actually got an award similar to this last year, but it's true again this year. Always smiling is Charlie Ward because he is always smiling. Yeah, but not right now. Okay, this person is the kind of person that never says anything, but they're always watching and you know they're learning. So the Silent Observer Award goes to Ruger Stewart. This award, Angela renamed. I wanted to have it be the That's Not What the Directions Say award. She worded it better, the Keeper of Directions award. This person was always the person who would point out, you guys aren't doing it right. And she was right. And that award goes to Riley Johnson. Oftentimes, Riley and Emma being the only two girls in most cases, Kieran was there sometimes, but most of the time they were the only two girls, so we made them team captains usually. And that's normally what I heard from her side is, that's not how you do it. On the other side, we would hear, here, I'll do it. And so Emma Johnson gets the Being Helpful Award. Yeah. The Being a Wisecracker award goes to this person because they always had a wise crack, and that is Asa Etheridge. Oh my goodness. That would have been hilarious. Okay. The next award is for being diligent, and this person, I think this is a family thing, because this person is just like his sisters, I think, in making sure things get done and get done correctly, and that's Noah Brown. And that's all I am going to... And so that's all the awards I'm going to mention because we have so many that aren't here tonight and we would be here forever. But we also have a table set up with things that the students did. So whatever your name is on, take that home tonight. And moms, there's something especially for you on the table. So be sure to get that before you leave. Is it perfect? Is it this one? This is next. And then field day. This is field day.
We gotta do this one first, though.
Oh, these are on back. Okay, are you saying it?
Yeah, we'll do this next. Okay, so we're gonna do perfect attendance, and then we'll do field day. Yeah, okay. All right. So perfect attendance, that speaks for itself. These students were always there, and so were their parents for the most part, I think. Wait, no, that's not true for me or you. But our kids came. So, no, you missed that one for that too. We're sisters, by the way. I don't know if y'all put that together. So this is why this happens a lot. Anyways, so perfect attendance. Our first is Riley Johnson. And then Emma Johnson. Oh, not in order. And Abby Johnson. I assumed they were together. Okay. The Wards next. Okay. Next, we have Charlie Ward and Phillip Ward. We'll just get the families going together. Oh, Mike. Next is Arthur Gray, Adelou Gray, Abram Gray, and Annabelle Gray. Here she goes. And then last family would be Asa Etheridge, careful, June Etheridge, Kenny Etheridge, and Towns Etheridge. Next, we have Field Day Awards. Field Day is one of our last events we do together as a co-op family. It's always very chaotic, but the kids love it. And as we get started, we're going to start with the pre-K 1 kids and then kind of work our way up to high school. And they'll be grouped together so you don't have to make multiple trips. Our first place, and this is pre-K 1, in three-legged race. Sack race was first place. Hula hoop was first place. Second place was frisbee throw. Second place in 50-yard dash. And second place in the water balloon toss is Anna Capri Posey. And I'll say she was the cutest participant because anytime I called out an event, she was right up there. She didn't even know what was going on, but she was there and she was going to try it. Yeah. Okay. Then in first place in the frisbee throw, which is very fitting because he loves throwing things, Jet Sequins. First place in the 50-yard dash, if he'll come up here, Simon Post. Are these all together? Okay. And then second place in the water balloon toss, hula hoop, and frisbee throw, Maggie Cunningham. Okay, moving up to pre-K 2. Racking up on all the awards, we have first place for water balloon toss, first place in 50-yard dash, first place in sack race, second place in frisbee throw, and second place in hula hoop, Side and Posey. Those are the ones that aren't here. Okay, and then first place in water balloon toss, second place in sack race, and second place in the three-legged race, Towns Etheridge. And then last in that class, first place in the frisbee throw, and second place in the 50-yard dash, Abram Gray. The kindergarten class. Second place in the three-legged race, Cheyenne Post. Okay. Second place in hula hoop, second place in sack race, second place in three-legged race, and second place in the 50-yard dash, Emma Stewart. Second place in the 50-yard dash in the three-legged race, Penny Etheridge. Moving up to the first and second grade class. First place in hula hoop, second place in 50-yard dash, and second place in the three-legged race, Lily Cunningham. First place in the three-legged race, first place in 50-yard dash, first place in the sack race, and second place in hula hoop, Emma Brown. First place in the three-legged race, second place in frisbee throw, and second place in the sack race, Chloe Brown. Third through fifth. First place in the three-legged race, first place in the water balloon toss, first place in frisbee throw, and second place in 50-yard dash, Isaac Holloway. Second place in the sack race, and first place in the three-legged race, Sadie Stewart. First place in the sack race, first place in hula hoop. They could have went all day in this. Second place in 50-yard dash, and second place in three-legged race, June Etheridge. And tying for first in hula hoop, because like I said, they could have went all day. First place in hula hoop, Daisy Cunningham. And then finishing out that class, second place in the frisbee throw, second place in the three-legged race, and second place in the water balloon toss, Elias Holloway. Okay. All right. Middle high school. This, y'all, was like a fight to the death in most of these events. It was very serious when you get to middle and high school, apparently. First place in three-legged race, Riley Johnson. First place in three-legged race and second place in hula hoop, Emma Johnson. Second place in 50-yard dash and second place for the three-legged race. We let him have it because he literally drug his other teammate to the end. Asa Etheridge. He was very serious about that three-legged race. And then second place in the sack race and second place in the three-legged race, and the unfortunate partner of Asa, Ruger Stewart. Second place in the water balloon toss, Phillip Ward. First place in the sack race and first place in hula hoop, Noah Brown. And then first place in the 50-yard dash, first place in the frisbee throw, first place in the water balloon toss, and second place in three-legged race, Charlie Ward.
Okay, it's time for our graduation. So if you are a graduate, if you will head back to line up, and we will start in just a second.
Good evening, everyone. When I was trying to decide what to talk about tonight, I felt weird talking about the normal success topic you hear in a commencement speech because I'm not quite done with my school yet. So I thought about what I like about co-op. Seeing my friends, not knowing whether our experiments are going to turn out, and the pop culture references from the 2000s that nobody but my teachers understand. Being around like-minded people helps me to remember how I should be out in the world. Having good friends that are a good example to me and that I can be a good example for is important. I have a friend at church. His name is Oakland, and he's 4 years old. He likes to sit with me during church, and I have to be a good example to him so he knows not to be loud and crazy during church. We need to be good examples for the people around us. There was this movie I saw one time where friendship was very important to the characters. I'd like to read some of the lyrics to one of the songs. Here and now, it's time for celebration. I finally figured out that all our dreams have no limitations. That's what it's all about. Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together is where we belong. Thank you.
Can I talk? Oh. Penny Etheridge, kindergarten. Adalou Gray, kindergarten. Asher Phillips, kindergarten. Cheyenne Post, kindergarten. Emma Stewart, kindergarten. Isaac Holloway, 5th grade. June Etheridge, 5th grade. Riley Johnson, 8th grade. Let's give another round of applause for our 2022 graduates.
Okay. I'm just going to close this out tonight with a few thoughts. I promised my children I was not in charge of the closing prayer, so I won't be doing that this evening. But as you can see from looking around this room and looking at all the accomplishments of these students, homeschooling is a choice. It's a conscious effort that you're making to decide what your children learn, how they learn, how you spend your day with them. And I can probably speak for every one of the mamas in this room that it's not easy every day. It may not be, a bouquet of roses or a box of chocolates every day, but we make the choice to do this to help our children learn in the best way possible and in the best environment possible. Tonight, we joined together with our co-op families to celebrate these children and their accomplishments and look ahead to the next year. I know Angela said earlier she's ready for next year. I'm not ready yet. But we are looking forward to the next co-op year. And we hope that next year we will have even more families. I feel like, I don't know the exact numbers, I meant to check with you before, but I feel like we've grown every year. And we have more and more congregations that are choosing to be involved, members from area churches that are choosing to be involved. And I just think that's such a blessing. It's a blessing for these kids to get to be around children that they don't see all the time, but that are still like-minded. And so thank you to all of the families that make this choice to homeschool and to be here to support each other through this process, because like I said, it's not easy. It is truly a blessing to teach these children. It's nice to come into co-op and see different faces. Not that I don't enjoy the faces at my house, but it's nice to have a room full of children, that we're still teaching, but in a different sort of environment. So thank you. Thank you for attending this evening. We are going to have a closing prayer here in a moment, but we are going to have cake and ice cream in the fellowship hall, as well as some display tables that some of the teachers have put up. I know a few of us have mentioned that. So take some time to look at those and see what the kids have been doing this year. And thank you all for coming this evening.
Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for this day and for all the many blessings you've given us. And please help people that are sick and hurting at this time and help them to get better soon and get back to full strength and serve you. And please be with us as we go back to our homes and keep us safe. And in Jesus' name, amen.